bro. So how did you do your first deal? So my first rental that I bought, this is crazy because a lot of people want to get in real estate investing. A lot of people want to get rentals, but you often hear excuses like, I don't have no money. How I can get to this business? I don't understand. But you got to realize there's multiple ways to buy real estate, but you got to have that proper education. So for me, my first rental property I ever bought, it was actually some land in a house that somebody in my family once owned. So I bought it back. So really it was a wholesale deal. Couldn't sell it. It was day 28, 29. Most wholesale contracts, 30 days. Nobody wanted the property. The numbers was phenomenal. I think I was asking $59,000. The property was worth $100,000. Nobody wanted it. So my credit was, I think, maybe 710, 715, something like that. Had a good W-2 job. Good job, good income, good credit. That means I'm bankable. And of course, if you have your taxes, so I'm bankable. So I was going to a meetup in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I was hearing people talk. I was in the room. I was being intentional. I was listening. They had a guy named Brandon Johnson in Baton Rouge. I think he bought like 43 rentals in his first year in real estate. And I was just listening. He said he bought 43 rentals, never used no money out of his pocket, leveraging the bank. So I was just listening, and I asked a few questions, and then I ran the play. I didn't overthink about it. I didn't overanalyze it. I took the information and I used it. So typically, most people hear information all the time, and they don't do nothing with the information. Myself, if I hear something, I'm going to do a little research on it myself, and I'm going to go ahead and take action. So my first deal I bought, wholesale deal, nobody wanted it. I purchased the property. Again, I was marketing for $59,000. I renegotiated to $56,000, right? And with that, I leveraged my credit and leveraged the bank. And I also leveraged the seller. So I purchased it for $56,000. I got a bank loan for $45,000, and I did owner financing for $11,000. Because you gotta think about it. Typically, most banks want you to have 10% down, 15% down, 20% down, sometimes even 25% down. But you don't actually have to have the money yourself. You can leverage somebody else to get the money. So in this deal, I leveraged the seller for the down payment that I needed. But most people want to figure out how this actually works, how this actually can be done. So in this situation, you have to solve the seller's problem. That's number one. And you have to use the right lenders to make this happen. All right. Just because you have your home mortgage with Chase or Wells Fargo, that does not mean you call Chase and Wells Fargo to get a loan for a rental property. You want to go to a small community bank in your area. They maybe have 3-4 branches, or you can go to a mid-level bank that's in maybe your state and a state that's over, and you have a conversation. But you should know what your credit is before you go in there. Say, look, my credit is 700 or 650, whatever. What kind of options do you have for me as a real estate investor? That's all you got to ask. Do not let them pull your credit because you're getting hard inquiries that's not needed. So you ask them, I got a 650. I make $70,000 in my job, been there 2-3 years, have all my taxes. What kind of products do you guys have? And typically they're going to tell you, hey, we have a commercial loan that you can get. It's 20-year product. It's amortized over 20 years, but it may be 5-year loan. It's going to be a business loan that's going to go in your business name, but we will need your personal credit. We're going to pull your personal credit. So it's a personal guarantee loan. And most times, they're not asking where's that 20% down payment coming from. It's up to you to get that. You can ask the seller to own a finance. You can get it off a business credit card, interest-free business credit card. At that same bank that you're asking, when they pull your credit to get the loan, you also apply for a business line of credit. So that's a line of credit on your business. It may be $10,000. That's typically the lowest amount. You can also use that as down payment. So you want to figure out, my goal is to figure out how could I buy a property without coming out of my pocket, but it still has to make sense. So let's go back to it. Bought it for $56,000, got a bank loan for $45,000. I had a second loan with the seller on a financing for $11,000. So my payment on the first loan, $45,000, was $380. Payment on the second loan was $200. And the rent on that property at the time was $850. So my total debt per month was $530 plus insurance, taxes. So all my debt per month was probably $600, still making $250. And with that, again, I bought it at $56,000. The house appraised for $100,000. So now I got equity in the property. So between 56 and 80,000, because the bank will give you a line of credit up to 80% of the value of the home. So 56 to 80 was that. So that's 36, I think. I got a $36,000 line of credit. So now I got a $36,000 line of credit. I used it for other properties. So that's how I got my first rental property. If this information help you, make sure you check my website out, leverage2wealth.com, or you can shoot me a text, 381-0208. The number will be below in the description. Shoot me a text, wealth. I can teach you how we get this done. Also, rate, comment, subscribe, share it out with a few friends that's interested in real estate. Hit the like button. Definitely got to hit the like button. See you on the next one. Peace. Hey, what's up, everybody? A lot of people struggle in their business when it comes to real estate or just any business in general. Reason being because they probably using a pen pad, Excel sheet. You got to realize you got to treat your business like a business. Make sure you check out Taskify CRM. It's a CRM system. It texts and drips campaign, email. You can actually sign contracts within your CRM. I use Taskify CRM. If you want to check out the CRM that I use right now, make sure you check out that QR code, scan it with your phone. It'll show you inside of what we're using today. If you want to take your business to the next level, check out Taskify CRM. Peace.